Well, the stock market's dramatic plunge has many Idahoans worried about their financial future. Following tariff announcements, Wall Street is suffering its worst days since the pandemic. And Idahoans are wondering what this means for retirement plans, housing decisions, and even those small-time everyday expenses. Aspen Shumpert, heard those concerns about these turbulent economic times. She took them to a financial expert.
I mean, the amount of money that's been lost in the last 3 days is just astronomical.
The stock market's recent volatility following tariff announcements sent shockwaves through Wall Street and into Idaho households.
At least before I could kind of know where I was standing. Now I have no idea what this impact this is going to do because the scale is just beyond belief.
For young families, the market downturn creates uncertainty about major life decisions.
I'm concerned that with the drop of the stock market, we won't be able to sell our house and we won't be able to buy a new house to support our growing family. I think it affects all the aspects of American life, housing, groceries, cars.
While anxiety is intense among some residents, financial expert Dave Petzo says this is actually part of a normal system, though the sharp two-day drop made it feel more dramatic to some.
The average person is going to see absolutely nothing from this because markets always recover, whether it takes a year or two. But when markets go down, the idea that, oh, now that it's gone down, I should get rid of this thing is absurd. It's a buying time, not a selling time. But it does play on our emotions.
But for those nearing retirement, like Boise resident Brian Hyatt, the market drop feels especially threatening.
And I'm ready to retire. I've put my 2 cents in and I've worked hard my whole life. And right now, I want to go enjoy the rest of my life. And I can't because it's all in turmoil.
But Petzo says preparation is key.
Because market corrections, whatever the cause, are totally normal. They're certain to occur over and over again all the days of our life. That's what they do. And so when we go down, you should have already expected that if you are needing the money.
And while some residents are already adjusting their spending habits,
holding off on big purchases. I'll tighten my belt for the time being since there's a lot unknown right now.
I'm just going to stop spending. That's all I'm going to do. I locked everything down. I deleted Netflix and all my services and cut off a bunch of lines I'm just going to scale back.
Petzo suggests a counterintuitive approach that might surprise worried investors.
Do everything the opposite of what your emotions tell you. This will pass.
I would ask a financial advisor whether they would sell their stocks right now or whether they would hold.
Not unless you need the money.
Petzo advises patience during this market volatility and says he thinks it's also always best interest to stop and think before doing anything. We'll explore whether these drops signal a recession ahead coming up on the news at 6.
Well, it's kind of a self-fulfilling prophecy, like you heard that guy say he's going to stop spending. That in turn will then lead, if more people do that, will lead to a recession.
Yep.
All right. Look forward to that at 6. Thank you very much, Aspen.